Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you? Big Dog James gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. High and deep to right center field. Chisenhall going back on it. Gone! Here, as the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
Big Dog James stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Right side, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure.
Jose Abreu stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Grounded up the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Jason Kipnis in now, hopped out in his first trip. Quintana sets. Here's the delivery. And here's a ball hit in the air. James ranging forward. He can't get there as it falls in. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 3-1. And he will pull into second with an RBI. Big Dog James strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
James.
Smoke toward third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And they don't get much bigger than that hit right there. He's now tied the single-season base hit record.
Wow, what an amazing year he's had so far. One more base hit, and it'll be an
Jose Abreu will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Carrasco pauses. They'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey.
Todd Frazier digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Almonte giving chase, and the inning is over. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hammers it to deep right field. James racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
I'm sitting up here thinking that once this
Big Dog James will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Hit hard towards center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Jose Abreu will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Hit on the ground to third, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. And he's safe getting back to second, as he might have been pushing it to try to move up more than 90 feet.
And ideally on this play, you'd like to think you could make it up to third, but
Todd Frazier will stand in. He flew out his last time up. 3 runs, 11 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back.
Hey, let's can up there, huh?
Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3. Melky Cabrera gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit in the air out to left field. Almonte is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Stretch time here at Progressive Field. Yan Gomes will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time.
Yeah, a well-executed bunt his last at-bat, but obviously this time he's swinging away.
And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Big Dog James, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians have bounced back from losing the opener to take games 2 and 3 of this series, as this one is over. The big bat tonight for the Indians belonged to this man, Carlos Santana. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
1 run.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of Matt Vasgersian, back now on. First opened for business in 1994. There's a look at Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set. Big Dog James gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Hey, stay hot, huh?
Bauer's ready. First pitch on its way. He pulls this one into right. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
I've been really impressed with the way he's swinging the bat lately. 15 straight games now, and people are really starting to...
Jose Abreu digs in for the first time now and looking to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate.
Come on, guy.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Settling in now, Big Dog James. He reached on a single in his first try.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Chisenhall looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 54 thus far, as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one.
Into the box, Francisco Lindor. He singled his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
High and deep to straightaway right. James racing back, still going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Into the box now, Big Dog James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, when you throw a pitch like that down in the zone and the guy still takes you deep, you just got to tip your cap to him.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game. Jose Abreu ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Todd Frazier digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Liner towards second. And that is into right field. A base hit. In to score is the runner from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Well, sometimes with guys.
Avisail Garcia will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Throw back to second, and that's a double play. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th. Now to the plate, Alcides Escobar. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
And this fly ball will work almost like a...
Michael Brantley will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
James is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from... Long throw to the plate. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as they cut the lead in half, 4-2. Jose Ramirez will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first...
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. Big Dog James will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push.
Hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, his second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
And on the mound, when he got that second out, you had a feeling maybe he's going to work his way out of this. Well, think again. That's a worst outcome possible right there.
Big Dog James will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but
kid.
certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
And that runner will go no further than second as they're
Here you go. Let it fly right
digging
here.
in. Jose Abreu. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run. So I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Todd Frazier comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 out.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Number 30 stands in. Hit in the air to right field. James is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Number 10, Yan Zong.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, this game wasn't exactly a pitcher's duel, but take a look at all the RBIs. He was an absolute menace with runners in scoring position.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The White Sox win it 8-2. So long from Cleveland. This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Big Dog James is in that spotlight. And, guys, he's got a pretty nice hitting streak going right now. He's up to 15 games coming into this one.
Yeah, Matty, he's definitely been feeling it up there, and it's been fun to watch. Looks like he's keeping it simple and seeing the ball very well. Sometimes you just get in a zone for a while, so I hope he stays in it for this one.
Well, you know, I just like the confidence he has clearly taken with him to the plate every time he goes up there. He just flat out looks like he's going to get a hit every time he digs into that box. And you know what? A pitcher can feel that too. Now, no one likes to face a guy who looks completely at ease and sure of himself at the plate, and that's who this guy is right now. And if he keeps that up, this streak could carry on for a long time.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. Friday night baseball on the show, and we come your way from the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's been a one-man wrecking crew lately, driving in 20 runs over the last 10 ball games. I guess I shouldn't say one-man wrecking crew. It takes a lot of support from the guys above him to get in a position to be driven in, but he has been the man.
Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season.
Big Dog James will stand in now, one day after his amazing 5-for-5 performance yesterday afternoon.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
Jose Abreu steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Hey, one time, right now.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here we go.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there to bring it in is Cabrera for out number 2. Time now for Robin Ventura's Chicago White Sox starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He's been crushing the ball these last 10 games. In fact, 9 home runs over that span.
Todd Frazier will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Hey, come on, Big Dog, get your pitch.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
Ground ball left side.
Make the turn. Look, pick it up.
Go on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. It's the White Sox nothing. Tigers coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. J.D. Martinez will stand in for the first time, and he's come up big in spots like this more than once this year, currently second in the AL in RBIs.
Well, you know, big-time power threats like him tend to rack up those RBIs. He's also way up there on the home runs leaderboard.
James ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he is out on a close play as he was trying to stretch it all the way. Tigers get just the 1. We'll move on to the second inning here at Comerica Park. It's the Tigers 1 and the White Sox nothing. Big Dog James is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton's under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Miguel Cabrera is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. James moves over, and that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 28, J.D.
Big dog James will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 79.
Darryl Sinclair comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Hey, get him with your best pitch right here.
1-2, here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. James is there. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
J.D. Martinez gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to right. James is camped under this one. 1 gone.
The third baseman, number 9, Nick.
Big dog James digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end,
Like
guys.
you can, like
gotta
you
love
can.
any
Come
game
on.
that's this tight, this late.
Come on, guys.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Jose Abreu gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Popped high in the air. Cabrera is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. White Sox strand a couple. Still tied. Big dog James comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Nobody out, runner on first. In there, a base hit.
All right, stand up, stand up.
And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Hey, keep it going up there. Clutch up.
So striding in, Jose Abreu, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Hey, it's your turn. Drive him in.
Trying to hold the lead. There's a swing and a line drive. That'll get the tying run home and possibly more than that. And the run is in to score from third. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 5-4 game.
Up next for the White
One of the
Sox.
last things that you should think about as a hitter in that situation is trying to be the hero. Just do your job, and that's exactly what he did. Gets the base hit, 2 runs will score, the tying run and the leading run, and they got a chance.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
Our final line score
So
tonight,
that just
first
about does it.
was
For
victorious
EK,
White Sox.
Psycho, and the
8
crew,
runs
I'm Matt
on 14
Vasgersian.
hits.
You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The White Sox win it 8-4. Good night from Detroit. Afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Big Dog James gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard toward the right side. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he is into scoring position at second with their first hit, a 2-out double. Jose Abreu will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Swinging a high chopper.
Pick it up.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Justin Upton will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he begins play with 35 home runs for the season. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. James on the move, and that's the second out of the inning. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He is a big-time power threat and leads the American League in slugging percentage coming into this game.
Here you go. See that?
So stepping in, number 37, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
One time. Here we go.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's 1-1. Coming to the plate now, Jose Abreu. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Scooped up, throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here's just a case of a guy.
So a runner aboard at second here with one away. And standing in, a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Left side.
Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Left fielder number 53, Melky.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and striding in is the left fielder Melky Cabrera. 2 outs here with a runner at third.
Hey, like you can up there, kid, huh?
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Upton's after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run. Leading off the inning, J.D. Martinez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone.
Now batting.
Go now. One at a time.
Settling in now, Big Dog James. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of... Big Dog James ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Under it is Marisnik, 1 away. Big Dog James makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
9 hits.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Tigers win it 7-4. So long from Motown. Afternoon baseball for your viewing pleasure on a fine Sunday afternoon from Comerica Park in Detroit. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball is next. Big Dog James will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Sanchez gets his sign. Here he comes 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
And stay hot now.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Stay hot now. Let's go, kid.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Maben on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I know this team has to be hoping that Jose Abreu can get it going. He's without a steal in this series. Not a stat line you hear about him too often. Just neat.
Striding into the box, Big Dog James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. Big Dog James steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball.
Come on, big guy.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Maben, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Around second.
Right
He'll try for third. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Jose Abreu steps forward here with 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base.
Well, just about everything's gone their way so far in this frame, and another great opportunity to add to the total right here.
That's popped up out towards short right field. And Kinsler will settle under this one for out number 2.
Wow, that's not the at-bat you want right there with a runner on third and 1 out. He's trying to get something up in the air, but this won't be nearly deep enough to think about scoring that one.
Hey, come on
Into
now,
the
big
box,
dog. Get
Todd
your pitch.
Frazier. He drew a walk his first time up.
Your pitch.
Sanchez pauses. Here it comes on 3-2. And here's another ball well hit. This one to left field. The onslaught will continue as this is going to be another home run. A 2-run homer that time for Todd Frazier. 32 now.
We got 2.
Victor Martinez stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. The White Sox lead it 6-1. Big Dog James will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Here comes the first pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon. So a line drive double here has him in business to start the inning. And as we give you a look at the White Sox leaderboard, you can see his Jose Abreu will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. Kinsler's there for it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Todd Frazier will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point.
All right, come on now. One time.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Oh, and a great recovery there just to get an out on the play. But meanwhile, a run is in to score.
Oh, I think they might have had a shot at getting that guy at the plate. But once this ball is bobbled, you forget about that. He'll just take the sure out at first and let that run come in to score.
Big Dog James will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marisnik is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So standing in, Big Dog James, and he's got the tough ones out of the way. Only a single, and he'll have the cycle.
And he's obviously seeing the ball really well today, and his teammates are up on the top step cheering him on, trying to get him that last hit.
Grounded up the first baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. A pause and the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, no one better right here.
Now this ball lined into right field. That's a base hit. And he is in there. And the stop sign will smartly go up at third as they hold the second runner, and they'll again be loaded with still nobody out. Wow, he has just completed the last leg of a true baseball rarity, hitting for the cycle.
Yeah, good for him. You know, for a long time, a cycle was actually more rare than a no-hitter. That's no longer the case, but it's still very special. And this is not a game he'll likely forget, and I'm sure we'll be talking about it for a while, too.
Jose Abreu will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
And you know, a cycle is about the equivalent of a no-hitter for a pitcher. It's one of the rarest things you can do on a baseball field, so no doubt he's going to wind up our player of the game.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The White Sox win it 9-5.
Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on. The Cleveland Indians nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs, 4-2.